Hello, hello, hello. Sir David the Bard, hiding down here in Snowflake, Arizona. I brought my skis, but I don't see much snow down here. Anyway, I came across something that, like I said, I can't do this show unless the Mormons do shit. They just do shit all the time. So the show goes on, the show goes on. Alright, if you don't pay for your children's education, if you pay for malls and temples and large buildings that are religious and let the poor suffer, how do you get money to teach the kids their ABCs? Well, the Mormons have a new way. Let me bring it up. Alright, this is here in Jesus. Alright, this is in the Desert News. The church, Mormon church owned a newspaper and political arm of the Mormon church, and I think it's today. It's September 21st, 2013. Headline, Davis, which is a county in Utah, above Salt Lake, Rich County. Davis seeks to boost revenue by putting ads on school buses. Now, only the damn Mormons would think this shit up. Only the Mormons. Now, here's my take and my problem, okay? School buses are public property. Atheists pay for school buses. Jews, Muslims, we all pay for school buses. They are public property. Now, can you see the Social Security building in your major cities, and or your public works, or your city hall, or better yet, your court system, having McDonald's ads on the outside of the building to raise money? Jesus Christ. These Mormons, they do not see any separation of church and state. No separation. No clear boundary. Well, now, the school board, the Davis County School Board, approved this 100% because they didn't want to pay one more dollar for children going to school. Now, in Davis County, you have to be, I've heard now, it's 2 miles, but it was 1 mile when I asked. I was so upset. I haven't talked for a couple of years to them. But you got to be a mile away from school in the middle of winter. You make a kindergartner walk alone by herself in 2 feet of snow going to school. No school bus for her. Talk about the snoot Nazi. This is a snow Nazi. Anyway, it's bad enough in Utah that a child that young and that vulnerable is made to walk to school in temperatures that can hover at times around zero. It can be around zero in Utah. Now, the school board, this is so typical of the Mormons. Talk about say one thing, do another. Say one thing, do another. Smile, stab you in the back. This is a cult. This is the way cults work. Now, they say with their mouth, oh, there's no religious stuff on this, no political stuff allowed on the bus, and no sexual stuff allowed on the bus. But your son has to sit below or above the ad for the Kotex special that's going on over at Target. So he's got to sit there and look out the window and see that, and all of his buddies are waving to him on. They're going, hey, there's a Kotex bus. Jesus. Now here, folks, here's where the Mormons are brilliant. And I mean this. They're brilliant. It's not what they put on the buses. It's what they don't allow on the buses. Now, let's say that there's 2 furniture companies in town, and one is owned by a cult member, and the other one is just an ordinary atheist. And they both want to advertise on the school bus this year. Who do you think is going to get that contract? Who do you think is going to get that contract in Utah? You bet your ass. You bet your ass. If you're wearing garments, you're first in line to that public advertising. Now, other than Kotex ads, I guess you could have ads on there for anything that the school board thinks is appropriate. Now, this is a publicly owned apparatus. Can you see advertisements on the electric company or the water company or the big tanks of oil and gasoline that sometimes are owned by public money? You can't advertise with public money. You can't put signboards along a national forest highway. You can't do that. But in Utah, they can put it right on your damn bus. So when the bus comes down the street, the safety of yellow doesn't show quite as much. Now, they said they can't put anything on the front and nothing on the back, and they can't cover any lights up. Well, there's a compromise. There's a compromise. So anyway, this is in Farmington, Utah. Student in Davis School District may soon have some company on their commute to and from school, paid advertisements adorning their buses. You know, now here, what do you do? What do you do? These Mormons, they don't think. They're in a bubble. They're in a bubble. They don't understand the real world, okay? Now, let's say I'm an atheist. My family's an atheist family. We pay our taxes, and we pay for those school buses. Now, you know what I don't pay for? Christmas. I don't believe in Christmas. The first time a Christmas tree or a picture of Jesus or some celebration of Hanukkah and or I want to say Ramadan, is that the Muslim holiday? And or Christmas, I'm going to have a fit. I'll be first in line. So you know what? That's a public vehicle. You can't make my child ride on there as if they're endorsing Christianity. My child's a Muslim. My child is a Buddhist. And it appears that anybody that gets on that bus, they're certainly not objecting to Christmas or to Hanukkah or other religious holidays. So, what do? Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Halloween. How do you handle those? One's a heathen holiday, the Halloween deal. So anyway, you're going to just see this close down about as quickly as it's risen up from the dead. I think the Mormons rebaptize these things and they come out from nowhere and they're running along the school bus. So anyway, if you want your football team going to the football game, the rivalry of the year with Tampon commercials on the school bus that delivers them, you're out of your minds. You're out of your minds. You can't sell open space on a school bus that is public for free or for money. You cannot decorate those buses other than the name of the school district, perhaps, rightfully so. And the color of the bus is all legally regulated, and the lights and the whole thing. What's next? You're going to dress the bus up like a Christmas tree? I tell you, the Mormons don't think. They don't look past their faces. They have no idea that this is going to end up in court before Christmas. What?
Don't tell them the school district.
I have to tell them the school district. Well, if you're embarrassed, I'm embarrassed.
Don't do my school district.
All right, goodbye.
Do another district.
Goodbye. I have to tell the truth.
But don't do my district. Do the other.
But your district is true. You talk to your teachers and your principals that you don't want crap on the outside of a school bus.
I don't care because I don't ride the bus.
Oh, all right. Goodbye.
But don't tell them
Goodbye, goodbye.
Fine.
So anyway, the end of my my video here. If you don't think this is going to end up in court with people going, you know, it's not who you put on that bus, it's who you keep off that bus, and that's hard to prove. It's hard to prove that you kept somebody off because they're a non-member. So anyway, you know, the Mormons have lined it up again. They don't want to pay $1 out of their pockets for their children and their schooling, so they're willing to let the football team ride on the school bus that has the tampons on the side of it. So anyway, if I was on the football team, I'd just have my dad drive. I'm not riding the bus. Goodbye.